YouTube? What you doing? Get some money? Yeah, I hope you get some money. Yeah, you better be getting some money. Better be getting some money. If you didn't know, it's Block Life Vlogs, aka the Trucking Block, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up and notification bell. Does not cost you a thing. Comment below. Interact with me. I interact back. If you don't like my video, hit the dislike button. YouTube analytics, right? Yeah. So give me a second. Let me get right. Let me get right with you. Huh? Let me get right with you. Just went to the Love stop after fueling up and getting some def to grab me a cigar and use the restroom, right? And grab a liter soda. I know soda's not good for you. It's not good for you. But I drink plenty of water. I take a 32 pack of water with me every week that I go through. You do the math. It's a lot of water to be drinking. But I drink all that water to it's not good, I know, to overcompensate for the amount of soda I'm taking in, especially with these cigars. But it's just my taste. Sometimes I drink coffee with my cigar, but for the most part, soda is the easiest thing to take with my cigar. So let me get right with you. Get right with you. Go turn this light on. Turn that light on. Yeah. I'm sitting in the captain's seat. Yeah. So, all right. I was in Iowa last night in a snowstorm, fighting heavy traffic and rude drivers, which I'm gonna touch on that topic in just a second. But excuse me. Yeah, this load I got right now, I picked it up in Joliet, Illinois, after getting out of Iowa. Picked this up in Joliet, Illinois. A small load too. It's only 12,000 pounds. Taking it to Belton, Missouri, which is like a 15-minute drive from where I live. Which I'm not going straight to Belton, Missouri. I'm going to more than likely drop this trailer off at our safe spot by my house, and then take it in the morning. It's due for deliveries tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. 900 hours for you truckers. But yeah, I went to go grab me a cigar to ease my mind a bit. I don't know what your niche is, what the next driver's niche is, but a nice stogie is my thing, you know what I'm saying? To calm me down. I adapted it. I said adapted. Well, I did adapt to it, but I adopted this from my pops and some older gentlemen that I work with at the railroad, Union Pacific to be exact. It was something that he and many guys with seniority at the railroad did. You know, it brings tranquility to you, you know what I'm saying? It's like meditation. They give you a slight bit of buzz. Some do. Not all cigars give you a buzz. Some do. This particular one that I got is not. It's called a Punch. Rather cheap cigar. It's not the creme de la creme. know what I'm saying? Me personally, I've grown to like Cuban rejects a lot. If you don't know what a Cuban reject is, it's basically a Cuban cigar that was rolled or manufactured, however you want to say. I don't say manufactured because I see how cigars are made. They're made with hands, you know what I'm saying? But it was rolled, and something happened where it was rejected. It wasn't accepted when it was being inspected. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but yeah, it was rejected when it was inspected, thus making it a reject. And they plainly just call them Cuban rejects. But the taste and the quality is unmatched, other than that of an actual Cuban. Between you and I make good money trucking, but I don't make enough to go out buying the Creme de la Creme cigar. So Cuban reject is the closest I'm gonna get to it. They're rather cheap. You get them at your local tobacco store for maybe even under $5. Where I go to, they're about $4 or $5.
Turn at the first right
The two places I go.
67 business route.
Anyway, let me tap into something that I feel that all drivers need to work on. Road etiquette. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The way you treat people. You know, the way you use the CB. That's just like my wife's car. I had a guy today. Was in the far left-hand lane on the highway. This is not a major interstate I was on either. It was on the highway. I'm in the middle lane, the sandwich lane, and there's a left-hand lane coming up. It's not there permanently. It's coming up because it's a turning lane on this highway for an intersection. Now, this highway has intersections running down it. They come every 4 or 5 miles, right? The driver in the left-hand lane, he's a skateboard, hauling something that's tarped up. And he tarped it well, I'll give him that. But what he did not do well is pay attention to where he was going. Because obviously he was about to miss his exit, because my truck, the nose of my truck was at the halfway point of his skateboard, of his flatbed, you dig? For ones that don't know what I'm talking about, it's a flatbed trailer. He just cuts across. He just cuts across. He goes straight to that turning lane. Mind you, we're doing about 50 miles an hour, man. Right? I had to slam on the brakes. I had to slam on the brakes to let him get on by. Now, had I kept going forward, the nose of this tractor would have been underneath that trailer, I guarantee. Or ripped off one of the two. But I humped the horn. I lay on it. I lay on it. He flips me the bird while he's still going across, right? He gets situated, but he's not all the way in the lane. The rear end of his skateboard is still sticking out in the sandwich lane, in my lane. And I go around him. I then throw on my hazards, I pull the brakes, open the door, step out, ask him, what is your problem? Or are you even thinking? He says nothing. He's looking straight ahead. Arm resting on the shifter, looking straight ahead with one hand on the wheel. I grab the CB. I cue up and I say, hey man, you almost took off the nose of my tractor. What's wrong with you? You not paying attention? Not those exact words, but I'm making him aware of what he did. He don't say nothing, so I stick my head back out. I got one foot on the top step on my driver's side door here. And I'm like, what is your problem? What's up? He looks at me real quick, does like that, and looks straight back ahead. Why did you flip the bird after you made a mistake and almost tore my truck up? Now, I work for an owner-operator. He only has 2 trucks. Mind you, when I'm saying only has, I'm not downplaying him. I applaud him. This is a young black brother around my age that owns 2 trucks. Right? But here's why I said that. 2 trucks. You tear up this truck, yeah, he has the insurance and everything, and after some time goes by and the deductible is paid, you can get another Kenworth. True. But why put me through all that just because you were about to miss your exit? Why? Because your trailer will be fine. Oh, hey, that trailer was going to be okay. We're talking about a flatbed steel trailer. It was going to rip the fiberglass right off this Kenworth. We know what these trucks are made of nowadays. Heck, they're not even made out of real metal anymore, for real. We tried to put a magnet on the side of this Kenworth, it would not stick anywhere, which tells me it's all aluminum. You would have tore this truck up. Now, man, hey, this driver I just passed, he literally got a flip phone up to his head, talking. I can't make this up. Anyway, why do all that, man? You almost put me out of service. I would have been stuck right there on that highway that has no shoulders in the middle lane. My nose ripped off, looking crazy. Exchanging information with somebody I don't even want to talk to. I wouldn't even want to talk to him after that, because that was like the dumbest thing ever. Like, come on, man. And he looked like he had more experience than I did. You know, he had that look to him, like he'd been trucking for a while. Yeah. I don't get it. Then, you know, last night it was a snowstorm going on in IA. I mean, it was coming down. From Indiana to IA, it was coming down. I'm heading I-80 east. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm not gonna front to y'all. I was in the hammer lane. I'm pretty sure the owner knows it too, because he got the GPS on these trucks. I was moving. But I was only moving because of the flow of traffic. But I also was scanning ahead too. I was being careful with what I was doing. It was time periods where I slowed all the way down to damn near 40 miles an hour. But we got crashes happening as we're passing. I mean, cars spinning out and slamming against walls as I'm passing, right? Crashes happening on the other side, westbound. I'm on a CB every couple minutes, westbound. Watch out. Yardstick 121. 4-wheeler, smack the wall. Left-hand lane, hammer lane, watch out. I'm on this eastbound 80. Pickup truck spun out, watch out. In the sandwich lane, watch out. He spun out. Everybody's going around him. Watch out. Has his hazards on. That's the situation, right? I mean, it's coming down. It's slippery out there. I hear drivers on there playing around, clogging up the airway, playing around. What you're driving in this lane for, a driver in the middle lane, you need to get out the way. If you're scared, then you should just pull over. You shouldn't be trucking at all. And why is it every guy that gets on the radio feels like they have to put on a country accent to speak to somebody? No, you don't talk like that, but hey, you know, anyway, I mean, they going off. Turn your headlights on, drive, and I'm looking at the truck, I'm like, well, it's obvious that he has a headlight out. The other one works. You can't get both of them work, get off the road. What are you doing? Things that man. Truckers, y'all know things happen out here, man. I've had headlights burn out on me. We talking a winter storm. The nearest pilot is like 15 miles away. I'm sure that he would love to fix his headlight, but why are you clogging up the airways? He's been notified, mind you. I'm not, mind you. Just one second, I know y'all thinking, well, maybe he was notifying. We all riding together, okay? We all in the Hammer lane, and same. We riding together. These are the same trucks I've been riding with for miles upon miles, okay? All the way down 80. You know how I go, truckers. We ride with people for miles, especially if your truck can go over a governed limit that most company trucks can only do. We all riding together, man. They going at it. Your headlight, man. We've been known that truck has a headlight out. We said that an hour ago. He knows it. He even said something in response. Why are you steady picking on him and clogging up the airways with him? You trying to notify other drivers of what's going on. I don't mind the radio being clogged up, but hey, watch out for this, watch out for that. Sitting duck. You know, all that. I don't mind none of that. That's informational. But if you're constantly picking on somebody about something they can't fix right at this moment, it's a waste of time. I've had a driver tell me before that I'm a BITCH and I need to pull over to the side of the road if I'm going to use my high beams down dark highways. Why was my vehicle equipped with high beams? I don't have a brush guard on the front of this truck. Don't you think it'd be safe for me to go ahead and throw my high beams on when necessary, when another truck is not passing or a car is not passing the other direction, or I'm not sitting directly behind somebody, that it'd behoove me to turn on my high beams so I could possibly watch out for an animal across my path that can tear up my vehicle? Companies will tell you don't do no adverse actions, don't try to swerve out the way. Companies will tell you that. But hey, the owner, he gonna tell you. If you can avoid hitting that animal without tearing up the truck and trailer, do so. Without causing an accident or hurting anybody, do so. So that's what I turn on my high beams for. That's why I use my high beams in those situations. Now, since I'm talking about high beams and I'm talking about courtesy out here on the road with drivers, when a driver is switching lanes and he has a signal on or she has her signal on to get over to your lane that you're traveling in, and you want to let them know to come on, stop using your high beams to flash them and let them know. You want to know why? If you're a truck driver, you should have common sense and already know why. We're looking in our mirrors, right? We're in our mirrors. All day, every day. Yeah, except for long stretches. You know how I go. You know how I go, driver. You get on a long stretch that you're familiar with. You're not going to be all up in your mirror looking all around crazy because you're very familiar with it. But don't get complacent. Hey. Don't get complacent. Anyway, when you flash those high beams, we're looking in that mirror. It's going to blind me, okay? It's going to blind any driver looking in that mirror and there's a high beam going on. You're going to be like, oh. Don't do that. I'm pretty sure, if it's not equipped with it, just turn your headlights off. I'm pretty sure there's a button in there that you can press to turn the headlights off or switch, turn, whatever model you in. Specifically in a T680, the same lever that you use for your wipers, your wash, your signal, and your high beam, that same lever, and it's also used to cut your marker lamps. I know on some models they have them on the steering wheel and other places, but most Kenworths, that left hand stick on the side there that you use, if you push it forward, it'll cut the headlights. That is a safe way to tell another commuter get on over. Come on. Because you're not blinding them. Especially a truck driver. We're going to look over, you kill your lights. Okay, cool. You get on over. But when you do that bright, we're going to look over. That's around to cause a wreck, man. You're blinding the driver. He's looking directly at your vehicle behind him. Come on, man. Use common sense. But you know what? My grandpa once told me, you can't sell common sense. I don't know why I remember things like that from being a little kid. I spent a summer with my grandparents, and my grandpa told me so many things that I still hold on to this day. It's funny. It's crazy how I remember it. Like when he told me about integrity, I live by that. You know, you ain't worth nothing if you don't have integrity. That's what he told me. But you know, he also told me you just can't teach common sense, boy. That's what he said. You can't teach it, you can't sell it. And most of the time when you try to teach somebody something they should already know, because that's what common sense is, it's common knowledge, right? When you try to teach somebody that already didn't get it from the get-go, it's gonna confuse them even more. Hey, so maybe I'm wasting my time telling y'all this, but it is informative to a rookie driver. Don't use your high beams. It's kind of rude. It's borderline rude. And I will say, in some situations, some drivers will use their high beams to get payback, you know, to get revenge on you if they feel like you cut them off or they feel like being a butthole in that situation. But stop doing that, man. I just want to come on here and just tell y'all, have decency out here. We already deal with enough. Gas prices are crazy. Shipping and receiving warehouses are understaffed, giving us longer load and unload times. It's a lot going on out here, man. Okay? Country is divided when it comes to how they feel about truckers just because the new thing that just happened, the People's Convoy. And we got enough going on. Let's be kind to each other. Don't flip somebody off after you almost ripped the nose to their truck off with your trailer. That's all I gotta say, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up and notification bell. Does not cost you a thing. Comment, interact with me. I interact back. Don't like my video, hit the dislike. YouTube analytics, right? Also, oh my God, this dude is on his. Hey man, you can't make this up. He holding his cell phone like this, watching the video, swerving. He all over the rumble strips and everything. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. But anyway, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before my birthday, which is April the 18th of this year, right? I need to get to 1,000 subs, not next year. I don't want to get to 1,000 subs next year. I need 1,000 subs this year. You rocking with me, you following the movement, you hearing what I'm kicking. Mess with me, man. 1,000 subs. Like I said, it don't cost you nothing, but maybe a notification every time you get on YouTube. Other than that, man, I'm out. Peace.